One of the best meals to accompany sunshine is a really good Caesar salad and a glass of white wine. So now that lettuce is in season, I'm going to show you my favorite way to make a Caesar salad that's not at all boring, full of flavor, and it all starts off with some crunchy bits. So I'm going to drain and rinse a can of cannellini beans, bring in some protein and some nice texture, rinsing them and then trying to dry them on a clean tea towel. And then for my croutons, I had some seeded rye bread, so I'm using that, but any stale bread will do. You just want to cut it up in even little crouton-sized pieces. Then on a baking tray, I'm adding a baking sheet, plenty of extra virgin olive oil, and then my drained beans and the croutons. I'm going to toss it all in the oil and spread it out evenly just so it gets a good chance to crisp up. And then I'm also going to add in some garlic cloves and a bit more extra virgin olive oil on top. Those go in the oven with some seasoning until they are super golden and crispy. And then both for extra health and flavor, I'm going to add in some spring onions, which I'm first going to char in a hot, dry pan until they're brown all over, practically burnt, and then remove them from the heat and leave them to cool down. Now, if they're properly burnt, remove that outer layer, but if not, we're just going to thinly chop them into little bite-sized pieces. And then instead of the classic romaine, I'm using little baby gem lettuces because they're lovely and crunchy and I just prefer them. And now for the dressing. Now, instead of just a classic Caesar dressing, I'm going for a cross with a green goddess dressing because it's more flavor, it's more nutrients, it's more fun, it's brighter, it's just better. So going in with lots of different herbs, some parmesan, some mustard, some anchovies, which you won't taste, they just add a nice savouriness, and lots of extra virgin olive oil, some lemon juice, and then blitzing that up until it's super smooth. Then in a large salad bowl, I'm going to whisk together some tahini and some water until it comes together in a creamy consistency. Feel free to add more water if you're not getting that consistency. And then add in my little flavor paste and stir that in. And we have a beautiful, creamy, green goddess Caesar dressing. Taste it, make sure it doesn't need more lemon juice or more salt, and then we're ready to dress, going in with our baby gem, the charred spring onions, all the crunchy bits, and stirring that in. And that is our base for the Caesar salad sorted. Now I served it up layered with a few more of those crouton and crispy beans, some shavings of parmesan, more fresh herbs, and a final drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. All of that is optional though. And then if you want it to be a bit more filling, you can also serve it with some soft boiled eggs on top. I've just boiled them for 6 minutes and they come out perfect. All that's left to do is to tuck in. Bon appétit!